None of these altcoins deserve to be in the same sentence as Bitcoin. Better yet, in a reserve held and maintained by the United States of America. There's only one coin that did not have a pre-mine, that was fairly distributed, that is actually decentralized. One, and that is Bitcoin. No Bitcoin was created for the founders, was allocated to a special group. Every single Bitcoin owned today was earned through proof of work. Whether that is mining, literal proof of work, or whether that is doing real things of value in the real world and using your earnings and your wage to buy Bitcoin. No cheating, no special interests, period.
Jack Mallers breaks down the excitement behind current Bitcoin storylines in a simple way. Many people are obsessed with headlines and speculative assumption, but Mallers returns the discussion to the basics. He emphasizes that the real power of Bitcoin is found in its function as the ultimate monetary revolution, not in political endorsements or fleeting market reactions. There are still many inefficiencies in the traditional financial system, and central banks are running out of instruments to keep it under control. Mallers highlights that in a time of unrelenting inflation, mounting debt, and financial repression, Bitcoin is more than simply an investment. It's a necessity. The eventual breakdown of the old system is what really sparked the Bitcoin movement, not a single incident. Until then, volatility is just part of the journey. If you're intrigued by bold predictions and deep financial insights, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more engaging content. Thank you for your support and enjoy the video.
All right. Now on to the wider market. So Bitcoin is back at the price as it was before Trump announced it. How is this possible? Guys, don't fall for this. Listen, this announcement, we didn't learn anything new. Let me be clear about something. The United States can't afford to buy anything. They can't afford it. They're going to buy a bunch of crypto tokens? Really? How? How? I've been talking to you guys for months now. Show me the liquidity. Show me the liquidity. Show me the lower interest rates. Show me the funding program from the Treasury. Show me both. Show me the liquidity. What's the announcement? That Trump plans to hold shit coins at some point in his term? Guys, that's not an announcement. Nothing new was learned except who donated to Donald Trump. That's the only thing we learned. Who are the biggest donors to Donald Trump? That's it. The reality is our economy is getting weaker. The dollar is still too strong. Trump needs a weaker dollar, period. I've been saying this, guys. What have I been saying for months? Not to brag, but if you have been a listener of this show consistently, we've been accurate about the market for a while now. What have I said? I said in the immediate term, expect volatility. In the medium to long term, expect way up. But that's all predicated on the weaker dollar, on where the liquidity is coming from. The market needs clarity. We got a bunch of weak economic data today, and everything fell right back down. If you look at a chart, what does it look like? Volatility. If you took a nap after Donald Trump won the presidency of the United States and woke up today, you'd be like, oh, nothing's changed. There was the Trump pump after he won, markets are excited, and then that's it. You wouldn't have known we went to 110, then 95, then 100, then 90, then 100, then 79, and then 93, and then 80. It's going to wear you out or scare you out. It's going to chop you up. It's going to eat you alive. I'm telling you, expect volatility. None of this is new. None of this is groundbreaking. The notion that people are celebrating is ridiculous. And this was challenged to David Sachs of, you're actually going to make American taxpayers buy Ripple? You know, Ripple's 100% pre-mined, meaning Ripple printed all the tokens, and the only way it gets distributed to the public is they dump it. So you're going to make U.S. taxpayers exit liquidity for Ripple Labs? Have you lost your fucking mind? And he said, no, we're not actually. You haven't heard the full announcement. Yeah, no shit. We haven't heard the full announcement. No duh. None of us have. We don't know what Jerome Powell's thinking at the Fed. We don't know what Bessen's thinking at the Treasury. Now this Sachs guy, we don't understand. Okay, so what are markets going to do? Red. It's going to look bloody. Okay, then we'll see. Because it's all a charade of cards. This thing can't sustain itself. So unless the current administration is willing to collapse the world on its face, show me the liquidity. Show me the weaker dollar. Show me the currency debasement. And I will show you a $500,000 Bitcoin. I've been saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. None of it's changed, especially after this horseshit of an announcement. None of it's changed. The only thing this does is it requires more of my time and more of my energy to explain to institutional investors and people on Wall Street the difference between Bitcoin and all these pieces of shit. It just makes my life harder. It's just a waste of human capital. But fundamentally, nothing changes. Bitcoin and the rest of the assets, the rest of the economy are still in for some near-term pain because we still don't know about tariffs. We still don't know where the dollar liquidity is coming from. We still don't know if Jerome Powell is going to get on Trump's team and actually weaken this thing and actually help fund reshoring on the U.S. We don't know anything. This changes nothing. Nothing. So welcome to the prices that were on Saturday. And if you fell for it, be better.
According to Jack Mallers, Bitcoin is the most powerful currency ever developed. Bitcoin enables consumers to safely hold wealth without depending on banks or other middlemen, unlike stocks, real estate, or artwork. According to him, Bitcoin has the potential to become an estimated $500 trillion asset class in the future, swallowing a significant portion of the world's wealth as more individuals look for better ways to manage their finances. Mallers claims that about half of all assets worldwide, including stocks, collectibles, and second residences, are held for wealth preservation and protection rather than for their actual purpose. By providing a distinct and dependable method of protecting value that no other asset can match, he contends that Bitcoin is the best answer to this issue. Also, a quick reminder, only a small percentage of viewers are subscribed. If you enjoy deep dives into crypto and finance, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free and helps the channel grow. Now let's get back and hear what he has to say.
So anyway, I see a lot of questions what I think the price is going to do. Guys, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Show me the liquidity. As soon as the Fed says, shoot, economy looks really weak, we need to invest in more growth. As soon as Besant says, hey guys, we got to reshore a bunch of stuff, so we're coming out with the ABCDEFG funding program. Probably both are going to happen. And then once we weaken the dollar, everyone else has to weaken. China's got to stimulate, Japan, everyone. Until then, volatility. Is Bitcoin going to zero? No. Is it going to march to 500K? I'm telling you, no. What's it going to do? It's going to make you think it is, then it's going to make you depressed. Then it's going to make you think it is, then it's going to make you depressed. What's my honest advice? Stay humble, stack sats, live your life in a surplus, meaning earn more than you spend. Be reasonable. Don't rely on Bitcoin's price for anything in your life. Take care of yourself. Go touch grass. Go do something fun. Love somebody. Love yourself. President Trump announced on Sunday a crypto reserve for the United States of America that would include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, and ADA, also known as Cardano. Let me be super clear with my thoughts. None of these altcoins deserve to be in the same sentence as Bitcoin. Better yet, in a reserve held and maintained by the United States of America. There's only one coin that did not have a pre-mine, that was fairly distributed, that is actually decentralized. One, and that is Bitcoin. No Bitcoin was created for the founders, was allocated to a special group. Every single Bitcoin owned today was earned through proof of work, whether that is mining, literal proof of work, or whether that is doing real things of value in the real world and using your earnings and your wage to buy Bitcoin. No cheating, no special interest, period. Gold did not have a pre-mine. Corn did not have a pre-mine. Aluminum did not have a pre-mine. Bitcoin did not have a pre-mine. Ethereum, over 60% of the supply was pre-mined. Ripple, 100% of the supply was pre-mined. Solana, over 50% of the supply was pre-mined. Cardano, over 50% of the supply was pre-mined. Human beings own over $900 trillion worth of stuff in the world, okay? We own money, currencies, the dollar, the euro, the pound. We own real estate. We own stock and equities. We own art. We own precious metals. We own collectibles, okay? It's estimated that about half of the stuff we own, we're using as a savings account. You don't own your second home on the beach in a place you never go to actually live in it. You own it because you're trying to keep the money you've earned. You don't own the stock in a company because you've gotten to know the leadership team, you're really excited about the product roadmap, and you want to share in future earnings of the business. It's because you have a 401k and you're just trying to save money towards retirement. You don't own the $100 million art piece because you, as some successful hedge fund manager, think that you need to put $100 million on your wall. You own it because you plan to sell it later. Bitcoin solves the use case for all us humans of I've created value for the world and I want to keep it. I want to store it. I want to bring it with me tomorrow. It is the best money we've ever seen. Therefore, Bitcoin is a $500 trillion idea. Half the world's value Bitcoin absorbs and solves for. It is solving the biggest problem we have today. If we can fix the money, we fix the largest problems we have in the world.
Jack Mallers is not shy about his criticism of the notion of a U.S. cryptocurrency reserve that includes altcoins like as Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, and Cardano. He makes the case that only Bitcoin, due to its special characteristics, merits being regarded as a legitimate monetary asset. Because Bitcoin didn't have a pre-mine, its creators or insiders didn't receive any of its supply before it was made available to the general public, in contrast to these altcoins. Each and every Bitcoin in use today was obtained by proof of work, whether it was through mining or the conversion of actual labor into Bitcoin. This, according to Mallers, is what sets Bitcoin apart from other digital assets and makes it superior. According to Mallers, maintaining the value of the job we perform is one of the most fundamental human needs that Bitcoin fulfills. He makes the argument that a large portion of the world's wealth, including stocks, real estate, and artwork, is held for long-term value preservation rather than for immediate use. He contends that as Bitcoin is the first decentralized asset with a fixed supply that can be proven to be scarce, it is the ideal remedy for this problem. He sees Bitcoin as a $500 trillion possibility that may swallow up to half of the $900 trillion in assets in the world. His comparison of pre-mined tokens to tech giants like Apple or Amazon highlights the stark differences between Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. These altcoins are enterprises with insider-controlled supply and profit objectives, not money in the eyes of Mallers. The idea of the U.S. government requiring taxpayers to support these corporate-like tokens rather than actual repositories of value is absurd. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications if you thought his viewpoint was helpful so you don't miss any updates. We'd love to know what you think about the future of cryptocurrency markets, so please share your ideas in the comments section. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video.